What if you could cut your soap recipe planning time in half without ever second-guessing your numbers? Most home soapers spend more time wrestling with calculations than actually making soap, and that stops today. I am Kathy the Clumsy Soaper, and today we are going to walk through 5 practical math shortcuts that make soap making faster and smarter. You will learn time-saving techniques that work whether you are crafting a small batch at home or scaling up for a commercial line. Let us get your brain working for you, not against you. Welcome, soap sisters and bubble brothers. Soap-making math shows up everywhere. Calculating your superfat percentage, figuring out water amounts, working out fragrance load ratios, and honestly, constantly stopping to look things up or punch numbers into a calculator breaks your workflow and slows you down. These 5 mental shortcuts are designed to live in your head permanently, so you can think faster, check your work quickly, and soap with real confidence. Every single batch you make involves the same core calculations, and once you know them, they become second nature. You are working out how much lye to use, which is non-negotiable for safety. Then water, which directly influences how firm your final bar becomes. Fragrance is calculated per pound of oils. Additives like clays and salts have their own ratios. And finally, you are figuring out your expected yield, meaning how many bars you actually walk away with. Here is a practical rule of thumb that experienced soapers lean on constantly. 1/2 ounce of fragrance oil per pound of base oils. Think of it like seasoning food. 1/2 ounce is your balanced, crowd-pleasing flavor. Want something bold that fills a room? Double it to a full ounce per pound. Working with a light floral that can turn sharp? Cut it to a 1/4 ounce. This default keeps your recipes consistent and your nose and your customers happy. Here is a practical shortcut that saves you from calculating water as a percentage of your total oils. Instead, just multiply your lye weight by a simple factor. Use 1.5 times your lye weight for a mild, forgiving batter, ideal for beginners because it gives you a comfortable working window. Double your lye weight for a softer, slower trace, great for intricate swirls. Use exactly your lye weight for a firmer, faster batter. Match the multiplier to your soap-making goal. Here is a simple but powerful rule of thumb that will save you a lot of guesswork. 1 teaspoon per pound of oils. This applies to most dry additives like clay, salt, and similar materials. It gives you a reliable starting point without needing to calculate percentages every single time. Think of it like seasoning food. A pinch per serving keeps things balanced. From there, you adjust slightly up or down, depending on how strong or subtle the additive effect needs to be in your final bar. Here is a tip that will save you so much second-guessing. Sodium lactate is one of those ingredients where the ratio never changes. 1 teaspoon per pound of oils, every single time. Think of it like a standard seasoning ratio in cooking. Experienced chefs do not eyeball certain spices because the ratio just works, and sodium lactate is exactly the same. It speeds up on molding, adds firmness to your bar, and because the dose is fixed, there is zero math involved. Consistent results every batch. Here is a rule of thumb that will save you a lot of headaches when planning production. 1 pound of oils does not give you 1 pound of soap. Once you add your lye solution and account for the saponification process, that 1 pound of oils becomes roughly 1.5 pounds of finished soap. Divide that by 4 ounces per bar, and you land on approximately 4 bars per pound of oils. Simple, reliable, and easy to scale up for sales planning. Now, here is one area where I have to be completely straight with you. Lye is the one calculation you never shortcut, never estimate, and never do from memory. Unlike some of the other math we have been talking about today, lye amounts are non-negotiable. Too much lye and your soap is caustic and unsafe. Too little and it never fully saponifies. Either way, the batch is a problem. Always run your full recipe through a dedicated lye calculator like mysoapcalc.com every single time. No exceptions. Recipe scaling is one of those tasks that looks simple but catches a lot of soap makers off guard. The rule itself is straightforward. Multiply every single ingredient by your scaling factor. Doubling a batch? Everything times 2. Having it? Everything divided by 2. Oils, water, fragrance, additives, all of it. Now, here is where people go wrong. They scale the oils and then just multiply the lye by the same factor without recalculating. Do not do that. Always run your lye amount back through your lye calculator after scaling. This is your confirmation step. It catches rounding errors and protects you from a lye-heavy or lye-light batch. Think of it like a recipe in a commercial kitchen. A chef scaling from 10 portions to 40 does not just eyeball the salt. They measure precisely every time, because even small errors compound at scale. In soap making, getting the lye-to-oil ratio wrong affects saponification, which affects the safety and quality of your finished bar. Scaling keeps your ratios constant, but recalculating confirms they stayed constant. That one extra check takes 30 seconds and saves an entire batch. And that wraps up our math shortcuts for soap making. Remember these 3 anchors. Your default fragrance load is 0.5 ounces per pound of oils, your water amount is simply 1.5 times your lye weight, and you can estimate roughly 4 bars per pound of oils. These shortcuts save real time at the bench, whether you are formulating a small batch at home or scaling up for production. You have got this, and practice will make it feel natural. Once again, this is Kathy the Clumsy Soaper. Be blessed and be a blessing to others.